Good morning. This is Danny with Danny's Luxury Cruise Vacations, and I'm with my friend Jackie from Uniworld Boutique River Cruises. And today, Jackie is kind enough to discuss with us one of the cruises her wonderful company offers. Just so you know, Uniworld is an all-inclusive river cruise company. And when I say all-inclusive, it's not just all meals are included, excursions are included. You have open bar. You want to sit up on deck and look at the beautiful scenery and have a drink. That's included. Not all cruise lines offer that. And today we're going to talk about one of their cruises in particular that you will go see the Tulips and the Windmills. It's a spring itinerary, and we're going to let Jackie talk about it. It'll be just a few minutes, and she'll tell you all about this wonderful cruise. Welcome, Jackie, and Happy New Year.
Thank you so much, Danny. Happy New Year to you. I'm happy to be here and I'm excited to talk about Uniworld. We have a lot of great cruises, and I think that focusing on something that's kind of a special itinerary like the Tulip and Windmill tours that we offer is a great idea. So I'd love to talk a little bit about that. Did you have any questions for me?
Well, I guess my first question is, where does the cruise start? Where does it end? Is it all summer long, or is it a specific time of the year? If you could share a few insights on that, I'd appreciate it.
Sure, that's a great question. We actually have two different cruises that we focus on, our Tulip cruises. There's a 10-day option and an 8-day option. And it's a limited window because it's really a springtime cruise. It's the end of March through April. So there's a short window. And that's why these cruises are so popular. There's really one time of year that your clients can go and get to see the incredible gardens and the beautiful tulip blooms. And most of them start and end in Amsterdam, or we have one that goes from Antwerp to Amsterdam and vice versa. They go back and forth. So we have a couple of different itineraries to choose from. But the key things that differentiate the Tulip cruises is that at that time of year, there's something going on called Kuchenhof, and forgive me if I'm not saying it right, but Kuchenhof Gardens in Amsterdam. It's just outside of Amsterdam, actually, which is this huge it's a huge flower show and a flower destination where people can go and see these beautiful gardens and beautiful displays. And it's only open for pretty much the month of April every year. And so it's something that draws a lot of local tourists, but of course it's something known worldwide. So people come from far and wide just to go to that one attraction that we have included in our cruises. So that's included as a day tour when you sail with Uniworld. And speaking of inclusions, and I appreciate you bringing that up, I just want to stress again that we are truly the only all-inclusive luxury river cruise line out there. So it's like you were saying, not only are you going to get wonderful food and all of it's included, but you can have premium spirits anytime, day or night. There are other river cruise lines that say, oh, your liquor's included, but it might only be beer and wine for lunch and dinner daily. Which is fine, but I just want to differentiate that we really offer everything and that all the shore excursions are included. There are some companies that say we offer tours, but it's one per day and it's a daily walking tour. We have a variety of tours. So what's nice about our cruise is that every day you're going to have a choice of 2 to 3 different things that you can do in these destinations, which is really wonderful. A lot of them are walking tours, but we also have, entrance to different museums and different events. And like this Kukenhof Gardens is a perfect example. That would be something that other cruise lines, you might have to go and buy a ticket and get the transportation, where with us, it's all included. You don't have to worry about it. Some of the other things that this region is really well known for is there's the beautiful windmills. And so we have windmill tours, and there are certain towns where they're just beautifully preserved and they've been there for years. And so you can go on a sightseeing tour to see the windmills. A lot of these towns are like ancient villages, and it's almost like going back in time, is how it's described. And then you have the beautiful, canal, the day cruises and the day tours on the canals in Amsterdam. And in, I think it's what was the other city that had it? Bruges. So I'm trying to think. Oh, there's great shopping in these areas as well. So for your clients who like to shop, it's a wonderful shopping destination. And of course, the food. I mean, there's a lot for beer lovers. There's a lot of great breweries and wonderful local beers that you can try. I'm more into the Belgian waffles. That's something that they have all over Brussels, so that you have some incredible, local specialty food and dining experiences like that. So it's a really kind of neat thing. And like I said, what makes it special is that It's just a short little window. So every year you have that little window, like the first set of sailings that we have in the spring are always our tulip tours. And so we always get great feedback. People love doing it and it's informative and there's a lot of history there, but it's really just the beauty of the windmills and these beautiful little villages and the flowers, beautiful, beautiful tulips everywhere you look.
Beautiful, beautiful. Now, Jackie, on board your ships, what's the dress code? I mean, obviously during the day you want to be comfortable, have
Mhm.
good walking shoes on, very casual. What is it like in the evening in the public lounges and for dinner?
That is a great question, Danny, because our ships are very beautiful. And what's neat about Uniworld is our ships are not cookie cutter. Every single one is completely different. They're unique, they're beautiful. The design and the decor of our ships is really meant to reflect the destinations that we're sailing in. So, for example, the ships that we have in Amsterdam look a lot different than the ship that we have in Egypt. So, and our ships are very ornate. And some people look at our brochures and they think, oh, it looks a little formal or stuffy, and nothing could be further from the truth. As beautiful and ornate and as formal and regal as our ships are, it's still a very relaxed atmosphere on board. Most people, like you said, during the day, we do a lot of walking. That's part of going on a river cruise. It's part of the joy of it. You get dropped off in these beautiful cities. You can walk all day. So we recommend, comfortable clothes, layers, because you never know with the weather what's going to happen. But at night, we'll usually have two captain's dinner nights that are our optional formal nights. But when I say optional, it's not like an ocean going cruise with tuxedos and gowns. And I don't even know if the big cruise lines still do that, but years ago it used to be that way. With Uniworld, it's not that formal at all. Some people get dressed up. The most I've ever seen a man dress up is like a suit jacket, not even a suit, but just maybe a jacket and or a tie. For women, it's really nice. Anything goes, whatever you feel comfortable. If you want to get a little dressed up and wear a dress and high heels, you certainly can, and you're not going to look out of place, but you don't need to. Most people wear, pants and just a little bit more casual.
Okay.
So it's a really nice, relaxed atmosphere on board. We're not stuffy. As beautiful as our ships are, it's a very relaxed, comfortable environment. So you don't have to feel any pressure to, get too dolled up.
Now, as far as your demographics, I mean, is there a specific target market that fits well with your ships?
Yeah, I mean, I think that our basic demographic is like 55 to 75. But what's been interesting since the pandemic is that age is definitely coming down and that we are very family friendly. So I think that's helping to bring that number down too as well. And what's nice is that our itineraries and our activities, we're very active. So for our older people, we definitely welcome everybody on board, no matter what their abilities are, whatever their age is. But we seem to attract a crowd of people that's pretty healthy and like to walk. Like I said, most of these itineraries, you walk right off the ship. That's what I love about river cruising. It's so easy. You pull up and you're right there in the heart of this beautiful city. So it's not like you're on an ocean going ship where you get off at the dock and then you take a motor coach for an hour into the city. You're right there. You can walk right off and it's no lines, no waiting. You can walk on and off as frequently as you want. So because of that, we have a more active group is what I'd say. But as far as age range, it's really a little bit of everything.
Okay.
We also have, I think it's important to note, what we call as our generation sailings, because we're really family friendly and we're trying to grow that business. So what we've done on select sailings is we've noted them as generation sailings where we have a youth host on board. And so we might have activities on board with like cooking with the chef for the kids or different excursions that are a little bit more for a younger crowd. So we try to offer something for all age groups, really.
Beautiful.
We do a
Beautiful.
lot of multi-generational family trips. That's a great way to travel. On the last cruise I was on, there was a grandfather I think there was like three adult couples and there was like teenagers as well.
Oh,
And they
nice.
seemed to be having a great time.
Okay. All right. Well, Jackie, this has been wonderful. We thank you so much for sharing some insights about your tulips and windmills and your wonderful product. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jenny. Happy New Year again. And thanks for all you do.
Thank you. We appreciate it. And thank you for all you do.